Ladies and gentlemen, Paul McCartney.
Hiya.
Right. Who would like to start? Gentlemen, lady down the front here, blonde lady with a...
Hiya. So far, well, we're only doing one date in Canada because it all got squeezed a bit with tour. We were supposed to do America, Canada, Europe. It all got a bit squeezed down, so I thought, well, it's only this one day. It'd be good to just do a press conference so that a few more people, through the great media.
Gentleman in the fourth row there. Do you want to use the radio mic?
Right, oldie 750. The Beatles, McCartney, or Wings? They're all in the set. What do you prefer doing?
I like doing all of them. There's each night you get a different favorite. I think at the moment the favorites are the new songs off the new album, just because they're the freshest for us, and it's the newest. And a couple of songs from the Beatles, late '60s era that I haven't done before on stage. We just recorded them and we put them on a shelf, and I never got to sing them. So it's fresher ones. But you know what? I enjoy different ones every night. It's really interesting, because I say you just wrote them, and as we weren't touring at the time, you wrote them, you recorded, and literally never went back to them till this tour. And actually, the guys in the band, he said, would you consider doing one of those? And I said, yeah, let's try it. And we enjoyed it so much. So it's lovely revisiting them. Very nice.
Lady on the left over here.
I know. I don't really care how people review it because we're doing great as it is. I'm very lucky, and the Beatles are very lucky because they're still held in high esteem. So it's not really for me to tell people how to remember us. And as I say, when we do numbers here tonight, and generally I talk about the Beatles, I think there's generally a very good feeling about it. It was a damn good band, and we did some real good stuff, and I think we still stand for something good. So I don't mind how people remember us. Just leave that up to them.
Lady from the 11 o'clock news there, about to get to her feet.
Hi, Paul. I'm Elaine, Global Television. Welcome back to Toronto. There's a few people here I know, including myself, that went to see you back in the late 60s. Saw the wagon rush to Maple Leaf Gardens in Toronto, and I just wondered if you have any particular memory yourself of Toronto and your Canadian band.
It's just one of those cities that I love coming to because of, in truth, because of the British connections. I just love it as a city. Seems a very friendly city whenever we've been. The audiences are great, and that's really what you remember, in truth. But for us people from Britain, when I was growing up, everyone was like emigrating, and everyone was coming over on the cheap passage and starting up new lives here. So that's what we always think of it. I think of it as, sort of a new beginning for a lot of my relatives, in fact, and mates, relatives. So I always love coming here. Gives us a chance to get out the pipe band because of all the Scottish folks who live here. And any excuse to do that is cool with me.
Gentleman at the back with a moustache.
Paul, Bruce Marshall, Chum FM. There are so many causes that you're behind publicly. What are some of the things that you think to yourself, gee, I'd like to get behind that, but I don't have time for it, or things that you leave in that we may not know about?
You mainly know about the ones that I get behind, because you've got to do, you can't have too many. It's tough enough trying to sell causes you're behind. There are a lot of things I'd like to do more for, but what you have to do is concentrate on the ones that there's already not just one. I would, for instance, be very keen a moment on banning landmines, and seeing as Ottawa is the place where the treaty's from. You guys have been leaders in this. But unfortunately, places like the States haven't signed it. And so you find that people like China and Russia won't sign it if America won't. It's a bit of a gamesmanship thing. So we're very keen on that issue and clearing them up. There's millions, countless millions, and still in the ground. So it's a big issue. I'm still very into animal awareness, so we have people from PETA at the show. And an awful lot of the stuff. But as I say, I think you've got to keep it focused, because that's enough right there for people to take in and help with.
Lady down the front on the right side.
Just wondering how you know so many cities. Does it stress you out, and does it affect your diet?
What, eating out? It's cool. No, these days it's really easy. I mean, when we first used to come around traveling, being vegetarian, it was kind of difficult. You go to a place like Chicago, it's like, what's vegetarian? But now most places are really cool, and we eat very well. So I don't have any problems at all, actually. Italian restaurants are fantastic. Chinese are always great. Most restaurants have got a good little alternative, So I eat very well.
Gentleman down the front, the Jerry Stickles show.
Hi, Alan Cross from Y108 and Force Radio Network. Congratulations on your upcoming wedding.
Thank you.
I have a question. At the reception,
I hope you. It's a press conference. And you've got the mic.
At the reception,
Yeah.
entertainment from a DJ or band.
Bands. Come on.
Don't you think they're a little intimidated playing for?
I hope so. I really hope so. No. No, No, I think, weddings, people who are used to doing that kind of stuff, they take over, don't they? I don't think intimidate. I've been to a few weddings recently. I was at my nephew's wedding, and believe me, they weren't worried that I was there. They come to have a good time. Yeah, we'll have some live music there.
Gentleman down the front with the sideburns.
Talk about your band.
Yeah.
Obviously. I was wondering when David brought what was it?
Yeah, well, David, our producer David Kahn, had said, let me put some guys together in case we want to make the record kind of live, in the studio. If it doesn't work out, we'll multi-track it, or we'll think of another way to make the record. But he put a few guys that he liked together. And there was no bad attitude. Everyone came to have fun and to work and to play music. So there was no big sort of heavy stuff, which was really good, because I don't like that. I don't think anyone likes that. They were monster players. They're all really good players. They're very quick to learn stuff. So we did the record quite quickly. So that's what I like about them, just the fact they're such good musicians. And we've come out on tour now, and it's really just a pleasure for us to get out the studio, get out of the rehearsal hall, and get in front of some people, and just show up a bit. So it's great. We're really enjoying it. And if you come in tonight, I think you'll hear, a very tight band, really good band. And so that's what I enjoy, just playing music.
Lady down the front.
Paul, you said that you were touring for fun, and I'm wondering, 2 weeks in, is it fun, or do you feel like lying down halfway through a 2.5-hour show? It's pretty physically.
It's one of those things like people say to me, what do you do for your voice, and what do you do? Because, I don't think many opera singers sing 2.5 hours straight out. It's always the soprano. Gives you a little break or something. But, truth is, I don't even think about it. It's kind of something I've always done. And I don't get exhausted, really don't. I'm kind of exhilarated at the end of the show, and I'm waiting for myself to be bit knackered, you know. Oh my God, you know. But it hasn't happened, and just something to do with the pacing of the show. There's some rocking numbers, and there's a couple of quiet ones, so I get a little time for a breather. Actually, the band get more time off than I do, because I do the set, fill in the middle when they all go off out to nightclubs and things. But no, I must say, you know, it's one of those things I just cross my fingers and think, oh, I hope it isn't too tough a set. But I come off every night and think, you know, I could do another hour. I don't know why, but it's just good. I enjoy it so much, I think. I just enjoy playing together.
A few more questions. Lady Berry.
No, she doesn't actually. I think the thing about Stella is she's just so busy. You know, in the fashion world, the minute you finished your last collection, you're designing the next one. So I didn't want to burden her with any of that stuff. I mean, tell you the truth, it's not really a big fashion group, you know. We just grab a bunch of clothes and it's like, you know, what are we going to wear tonight? I don't know, let's put that one on. And the guys just sort of say, okay. You'll notice we're not madly coordinated, but there's a hint. But it's not fashion music. So, you know, she's just...
Gentleman down the front with the beard and the box.
I haven't got a single thing. No, I haven't. And we saw them all coming and going. I wouldn't mind a pair of Beatle knickers. They did appear in Japan, and I often think about them. The Beatle knickers. But then I slap myself about the face and get on with it. No, I haven't got any of that stuff. I haven't. But I autograph. Well, you can give it me. Well, I haven't got any of it. Send me a photo of my autograph. I've got that. Yeah, go on. I'll do it. When we're done, when we're finished. Sit down. Trying to get on the TV, isn't he, eh? Shameless.
The gentleman in the who's just put, next to the lady, the blonde lady in the front row there. Yeah.
Tim Kelly with Chardonnay. Since the last time you toured, there's been a number of very personal losses in your life. I'm just wondering, on this tour in particular, do you find greater emotion?
Yeah, I think, you know, it's strange because of my losses and because also the world's lost, you know, there is a very emotional tour, which I like. When I was kind of 18, I didn't like that. I got very embarrassed about all that stuff, you know, and you're kind of just trying to be cool. Now I'm much more okay about that. So yeah, you know, the fact that Linda isn't in the band was originally kind of difficult for me. But it's because it's a lineup, it's not as difficult as I thought it might be. I do a couple of songs for John and George as well, and I wondered whether that would be too difficult. But there's something about the audience and the response. You all kind of let it out. It's like a therapy session, you know, but there's something good about that. But I was a little bit, you know, I did wonder a little bit whether this was going too far. It was like letting it all out too much, but it hasn't proved to be that, you know, so far. It seems to work okay. In fact, I think, as particularly after September 11th, I think a lot of people have got a lot of emotions, and in some ways you need somewhere to let it out in a group. And that's one of the things that the tour seems to be. If I talk about John or George or Linda or the events of September 11th, there's a sort of feeling that comes over. We all know what we think, and it's kind of very obvious, but it works. I like it. I like it. It's a good thing to share.
We've got to go, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much.
Well, there you go. So, hi Canada. Sorry we're not here any longer, but thanks for your kind attention. So, yeah.